If you have ever wanted to invest in the stock market but you don't know where to start from, then this video is for you. In this video, I'll be giving you a guide on how you can invest and make money with stocks. I'll break down everything you need to understand about investing in the stock market and how to make money in the stock market. So let's get into it. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is what is the point of investing? Now, you need to understand that investing is not about getting rich overnight. The point of investing is for your money to make you more money. Again, for your money to make you more money. Now, this means that before you start investing your money, you should be making money already. That is, you should have a source of income already. So investing means that you are taking out of the money you are making already and you are putting it into an asset, and then that asset makes you more money later. Also, investing is all about long-term wealth creation, financial discipline, and making informed decisions. So this means that you are not just investing based on what random people say or what random people tell you, but you're investing based on the research that you've done. And successful investors focus on patience, consistency, and continuous learning rather than chasing quick profit. So keep that in mind as we go through this guide. Also, another thing about investing is that it helps you to beat inflation. Now, in case you don't know, inflation is a general increase in prices and fall in the purchasing value of money. Now, in reality, what this means is that if something cost $1,000 some years ago, that same item now will definitely be higher than $1,000. So this means that the $1,000 you had some years ago has lost its purchasing value. So that is what inflation is all about. So instead of allowing inflation to eat up the value of your money, you invest it so that the money can make more money for you. And that way you can beat inflation. So now that you understand the point of investing, then what are stocks? Now, stocks represent ownership in a company. That is, when you buy a stock, you become a shareholder of that company, meaning that you own a small part of that company, and then in return, you can benefit when the company grows, and it could be through an increase in the price of the stock or through dividends. Now, companies issue stocks to raise money for business growth, and investors buy those stocks hoping to make a profit. Now, we have two main types of stocks. We have the growth stocks and we have the dividend stocks. Now, we'll start with the growth stocks. Now, the growth stocks are stocks from companies that are expected to grow at an above average rate compared to other companies in the market. That is, these are companies that have the tendency to grow faster than the average company, and these companies reinvest their profit back into the business instead of paying dividends. So they don't pay dividends to their investors. They only focus on expanding their market share and developing new products. And most of these growth stocks are companies that are in the technology sector, healthcare sector, or new industries. And they also have higher price to earnings ratios, and they can be more volatile but potentially offer higher returns. Now, you might want to ask me that if these growth stocks don't pay dividends to their investors, how then will the investors make money? Now, like I said earlier, growth stocks are stocks from companies that are expected to grow faster than the average company. So the way you make money with growth stocks is that when there's growth in the company or when there's an increase in the price of the stock of that company, you also make profit for yourself. So for example, if you buy a growth stock now at $10 per share, and after some months, the price of the stock moves to $15 per share, then this means you've made 50% profit on your investment after some months. So that's how you make money with growth stocks. Basically, from the name, growth stocks, it means you make money when there's growth in the company. And some examples of growth stocks include Amazon, Tesla, Meta, and so on. So that's the first type of stocks we have. But before I go into the second type of stocks, please ensure you like this video so more people can watch it. And if you are new to our YouTube channel, please subscribe if you haven't. Thank you. Now, the second type of stocks we have will be dividend stocks. Now, these are stocks from well-established companies that regularly pay dividends to their shareholders or to their investors. So, for example, if you invest in a dividend stock, after a year or thereabouts, the company will distribute a portion of its profit to their investors, and this form of making money with stocks is called dividends. Now, these companies have stable and predictable earnings, and they are in mature industries with steady cash flow, and they have slower growth rates compared to growth stocks, and they are often considered more conservative investments, and they provide regular passive income through dividend payments. Now, some examples of dividend stocks include Coca-Cola, AT&T, Verizon Communications, and in Nigeria, we have Dangote Cement PLC, UBA Bank, Zenith Bank, Airtel Africa, Access Holdings, and so on. So these are the two types of stocks we have. Again, we have the dividend stocks and the growth stocks. Now, both types of stocks can be a valuable part of your investment portfolio depending on your investment goals. So now that you understand the point of investing, you understand what stocks are, and now you understand the two types of stocks that we have, the next thing is, why should you invest in stocks? Now, investing in stocks is one of the best ways to grow your money over time, and I'm going to be sharing with you some reasons why you should invest in the stock market. Now, the first reason you should be investing in the stock market is that it helps you to beat inflation. That is, stocks will help you maintain your purchasing power over time. Now, remember that I talked about this at the beginning of this video and I explained what inflation is. So again, investing in stocks will help you to beat inflation. Now, the second reason why you should invest in the stock market is that it is a way to earn passive income for yourself. Now, like I said earlier, some stocks pay dividends, which gives you a steady source of income. So if you are looking to make passive income for yourself, then you should start investing in dividend stocks. Now, the third reason why you should invest in stocks is investing in stocks also gives you ownership. So for example, owning stocks gives you a stake in big companies like Apple or Google. Now, the fourth reason why you should invest in stocks is that investing in stocks also helps with capital appreciation. That is, as companies grow and become more valuable, their stock prices tend to rise over time, thereby increasing your capital in the investment too. And number five is that stock investment offer portfolio diversification. Now, by investing in different companies across different sectors, you can spread your risk and potentially increase your returns. So for example, I invest in different companies in different sectors, and the reason I do this is to diversify my stock investment so that if one company is not doing well, the others will definitely do well. I hope you understand. Now, the sixth reason why you should invest in the stock market is that stocks provide liquidity, meaning that you can sell your shares quickly and faster if you need to access your money anytime, unlike other investments like real estate where you have to look for a buyer to buy your real estate investment. So if you need an investment where you can withdraw your money anytime, then consider investing in the stock market. Now, the seventh reason why you should invest in the stock market is that investing in stocks allows you to benefit from compound growth. Now, when you make money from stocks and you reinvest your profit, whether from dividends or capital gains, your money can grow exponentially over time. That means your profit from your investment can make more profit exponentially for you over time. So these are just some of the reasons why you should start investing in the stock market. So now that you've learned all these things about the stock market, how then can you start investing in stocks? The first step is to set investment goals. Now, you need to ask yourself, am I investing in the stock market for wealth building or for passive income or even for the future? That is, are you investing to cash out after 20, 30, or even 40 years? Now, answering this simple question is important as your goal will shape your strategy in investing in the stock market. Now, step number two is to get a stockbroker or use an investment app. So for me, I use the Trove Investment app and the Babu app for investing in stocks. Now, on these two apps, you can invest in both US stocks and the Nigerian stocks. And if you want to create an account on Bamboo app or Trove app, use the links in the description of this video or check the link in the pinned comment of this video. Now, the third step is to have an amount you want to invest periodically. Now, this is something I always advise people to do when it comes to investing in the stock market or even in crypto. Always have an amount you will be investing periodically. So for example, you can decide to start investing $100 every month in different stocks of your choice. Now, this way, you don't have to bother about the best time to buy stocks and you just keep investing periodically. Now, step number four is to buy your first stock. Now, once you have your money, you can now buy any stock of your choice, and it can be a growth stock or a dividend stock. Now, I already explained these two types of stocks at the beginning of this video, and I'll be making a video very soon to share with you guys the stocks I'm investing in. So if you don't want to miss this video, please subscribe to the YouTube channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss this video. And then step number five is to monitor and adjust your portfolio. Now, investing is not about buying and forgetting. Make sure you keep an eye on your investment. Always review your investment regularly and adjust if needed. Now, for me, I always review all my investments at the end of every month, and it has been really helpful. So now that I've talked about the steps to invest in the stock market, let's go on and talk about the common fears and concerns people have about investing in the stock market. Now, stock prices fluctuate, and yes, losses are a possibility when you're investing in the stock market. However, a long-term approach can reduce the risk. Other people think that investing is complicated, but with the right resources and education, it actually gets easier. Now, understanding these fears I'm about to talk about and overcoming them can make you a confident investor. Now, the first one is the fear of losing money. Now, this is the most common fear among beginners in the stock market. Now, the stock market's volatility can seem scary, especially when you see dramatic market drops. However, historical data shows that despite market fluctuations, the stock market has consistently grown over long-term periods. So the key is to understand that temporary losses are normal in the stock market and they are part of the investment journey. So just focus on investing for the long run. Now, the second one is the fear of market complexity. Now, many people believe that investing is too complicated and that it requires advanced financial knowledge. Now, there are so many investment platforms out there right now that have made it more accessible than ever to educate yourself about investing in stocks. Now, this video is an example, and if you have watched this video to this point, I'm sure you now know that investing in stocks is not complex at all. Now, the third one is the fear of insufficient funds. Now, this misconception that you need large amounts of money to start investing in stocks holds many people back. Now, you can basically invest in stocks with as low as $10 and you don't need huge amount of money before you start. Now, the important thing you need to take note is that you just start early and invest consistently, even if it's just a small amount of money every month. And the fourth one is the fear of bad timing. Now, many new investors worry about entering the market at the wrong time. Now, most of them always fear buying stocks when prices are too high or missing out on the best opportunities. Now, this fear can lead to bad decisions for you. Don't try to time the market, just invest consistently, and that is all. So if you really want to overcome these fears I've talked about, start with small amounts to invest, educate yourself continuously about investing, focus on long-term investing rather than short-term investing, and use dollar cost averaging strategy to invest. That is, invest an amount of money in the stock market every week or every month, and lastly, build a diversified portfolio to spread the risk. So that is it. You now know the basics of investing in the stock market, and remember that investing is a long-term journey. So start small, stay consistent, and keep learning. Now, if you stayed to the end of this video, thank you very much. I'm sure you've learned a lot about the stock market in this video. Now, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and share this video with your friends. And if you want to learn the 6 habits stopping you from saving more money, click on the video showing right here. And if you want to learn the 19 rules of money that will make you rich, click on the video showing right here. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.